Now then people, thanks for joining me back in the garage. We're here for our first lower session of this new phase of training. We've got an alternative squat today. Now I initially wanted to do a front squat here. I've just tried to do some warm-ups with a front squat and I can't do it because I dislocated this shoulder 20 times or whatever. I've had the surgery on it. It doesn't twist into a nice comfortable rack position. And the one way you do it like that, having the weight sat on it doesn't feel very pleasant either. So we're going to use the safety bar as a little bit of an alternative to a normal squat. See how we get on with it. It's definitely more comfortable on the shoulder, and that's kind of the point of this rehab phase, is to get some training in, but still try and make things that are uncomfortable a bit more comfortable. The shoulders had a bit of a battering this year, but we've hit some PRs, so we can't complain too much. It's not so bad, but I do want to give it a rest, so I don't want to try and force a front squat when it's not feeling pleasant because of the shoulder. It's meant to feel unpleasant because of the legs, you know what I mean? Not because of my shoulder. So plan is no sleeves, no belt, so it's harder with less weight, so less fatigue, more challenging because there's no equipment. Depending on how it feels, I may add knee sleeves back in at some point, see if we benefit from the warmth. But the belt I think we'll try and keep off for the time being anyway. I thought it'd be remiss to start at anything less than 2 plates, which on this bar is 105 kilos, 3 sets of 10 to 12. And if we progress over time, then we'll add weight from there. But I feel like starting at 2 plates is probably a bare minimum at this point in my life. Maybe. We'll see how we get on, because the warm-ups have been feeling heavy. I hadn't trained for 2 weeks. Last training session I did, other than yesterday, last leg session anyway, was the 180 kilo squat for 1. So we've got 105 for 10, haven't we? 3 times. We'll see anyway. This is set 1. Tell you what, it's embarrassing how sore my legs are already from just doing the warm-up sets. It's crazy how fast I detrain. Should maybe taking that into account, but we'll see. 1 set down, 2 more to go. My batteries are dropping off fast as oak now that it's winter. I was like, why is it already asking for a new one? But it's cold, isn't it? My everything electric goes a bit slower in the cold. But yeah, we're back on. It's feeling heavy. My legs are sore already, which is crazy because that was the first working set and we've done obviously a lot more than that before. But it is what it is, isn't it? Like if you have a little bit of time off training and then go into a volume phase, it's going to happen, I guess. But yeah, to have a sore feeling in the legs after 2 warm-up sets is crazy. Crazy. We'll get back there. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, here's set 2. Oh, crazy. Oh man, why is it so hard? I just put up a short today actually of me doing 100 kilo for 22 reps on the 100 subscriber special day, 22 reps straight. So struggling to do it for sets of 10 is pretty crazy. But it'll come back, I hope. Okay, let's go for the last one, eh? Jesus. Oh, man, I really wasn't expecting 3 sets of 100 kilo to be that much of a task for the first week back on it. Right, it kept going though, didn't it? It was meant to be a RP8 for all 3 sets. I don't know if I could have kept going, but it felt harder than it should have done, that's for sure. Next exercise, bit of a weird one. I wanted to add it in for back rehab sort of thing. Jefferson Curl. If you've not seen it before, I'm sure you have. It's like just a big deep stretch down with a barbell and then pick it back up again. Like, yeah, theory being stretch and strengthen that lower back. It's I haven't had many issues with the lower back, but it does get tight after our heavy training, like towards the back end of our normal training cycle. It tends to get a little bit tight, a little bit painful. So hopefully we can build some robustness around it and get it feeling a little bit better. Let me have a go with that. Oh. I was going to start them at 60. I'm glad I started at 40. I feel like it's one of them exercises where you really need to ease into it slowly. I think, I don't know, I'm probably just a little bit detrained more than anything. But my legs are pretty cooked after those 3 sets already. And this is feeling okay. That was the first set, so I'll do 2 more. I'll keep the weight the same and try to keep my ego in check for the time being, because it's supposed to be rehabbing it and like not pushing it hard. No one cares how much you can Jefferson curl for 8 reps or whatever we did. Yeah, 2 more sets of them. I'll probably put last one in unless something eventful happens in second one. Oh, some room for progression there. I felt pretty ropey for the first set, but actually it's not so bad. Yeah, I think once we get into it, we'll start using a bit more weight. I feel like, I don't know, I wanted to start at 60, but if we started at 60 and I thought it would have been stupid, wouldn't it? So 3 sets at 40, nothing groundbreaking, but we're laying a foundation, 6 weeks to build that up. If we can get 50 next week, 60 the week after, then I'm happy. It doesn't really matter too much what the actual number is, just looking to get a little bit stronger in some compromised positions, a little bit of muscle built in places that maybe get overlooked a little bit. When you're doing the deadlift, that muscle there tends to feel it a lot because all the big massive muscles around it can move a lot of weight, and then that one doesn't get a lot of work, so when it does get caught, that's when you get your pain, I think. So get it a bit stronger, see if it's a bit more resilient. Right, I think we got bent over rows or something. I'll show you, you'll see. So I had intended on filming a few more sets, so I had a bit more creative freedom when I was editing, but because all of my batteries are dying, I'm just going to film one set. So the next few is just going to be a random one out of the whatever. You'll see anyway, I'll write it on screen. Just, I don't know, you wouldn't even notice because I was going to edit it down to one set anyway. But I just thought I'd let you know my conundrum that I'm having right now. Hopefully, all my batteries will be charged by Thursday, and then we can not have to think about it. It's been a while, hasn't it? You know what I mean? I've got crap at training, I've got weak, and I've got crap at having my batteries charged on the camera. But we'll get back to it, won't we? I promise. We've had so many new subscribers as well, and I basically have no idea what I'm doing. If in case you haven't cottoned on to that just yet, but I'm trying. Hopefully we get a little bit better. Now, I did want to show at least one or two sets of most things, but it seems like my batteries are dying faster than I can charge them. Just had to swap the batteries again. I think it's freezing cold, and I'm not sure if my charged battery was actually charged. Maybe that had discharged since last time I used it. But yeah, so that's bent over row. We've done 3 sets of 10 at 60 kilo. Again, not groundbreaking, but we'll build back up and past what we've done before. We're doing 8 to 10 reps on these. I'm pretty sure our last time round we were doing like 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 reps. It was fewer reps anyway, and we were doing it with 100. So if we can get to 10 reps with, I don't know, 80, maybe a little bit more, then I think we're doing all right. Yeah, we've got now 3 sets of pull-ups, and rather than programming amount of sets or a rep range to get, I've just done a AMRAP at RP8. So leave a couple of reps in reserve, don't go to absolute failure. Maybe we'll get a failure on the last set or something, just to see how it goes. I'm expecting these to be absolutely diabolical because I'm crap at them anyway, and it's been a while, so we'll see. If I can get, what do we get? We got 3 sets of 6 before. If we're anywhere near that, I'll be happy, but I don't know. I can see it being a few sets of not many for a while until we get our strength back. Five, I guess. Quite a compromising position there. So if you've got a home gym, you're like me, you can't afford a leg curl, leg extension machine. Maybe you haven't got space. I ain't really got space. Definitely ain't got the money for one. You can hook your cable machine up to this, like this, and it works. I would say it's not optimal, but luckily you don't need every little thing in your life to be optimal to make gains. Like you can do suboptimal if something's nearly optimal, if stuff just all right, you can still grow, you can still get stronger. There's an obsession at the moment, I think, with like the online fitness thing where like everything has to be micro-analysed, everything has to be like, oh, that's not optimal, this movement's optimal. The seated hamstring curl is better than the laying hamstring curl. It doesn't fucking matter. Does not matter. do the one that you like and can progress in over time. This is the only one I've got, so this is the one that I get to do. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't think it matters. Don't get bogged down too much in the details. Don't spend too much time online listening to people like me. Just go out there and get something sent. I've spent a long time speaking to you, laying in this prone position now. So maybe we'll speed up the reps. But yeah, we've got, this is the second set. I had to do one set to make sure it worked before I filmed it to look stupid. To make sure I didn't look stupid, I already do. God, I can't even speak. Right, we're doing 15-ish reps. Oh. Whew. Right, that last one's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I saw it on the Range of Strength network, and I thought that might be a way to make bicep training interesting. So historically, I've hated training biceps, but I think when we start doing proper deadlift again, I want to either use a mixed grip or try and do thumb grip. And I've come to the realisation that if you're going to be doing mixed grip, you probably want a bit of a sturdy bicep. So training it has a purpose. I'm not really bothered for the aesthetics, although being massive is cool, isn't it? I really want to get good at doing the deadlift, and I'm crap at using straps. And it's probably better to not use them anyway, I guess. Maybe, who knows? Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're not allowed to use them if we're going to do powerlifting, so get some sturdy biceps. That goblin squat bicep curl feels cool. If you're able to get into that position, give it a go, because it's like a stretch of your everything that you've just trained at the same time as getting your biceps in. So 2 birds, 1 stone, spot on, no bother. And yeah, you have to use quite a bit less weight than stood up swinging it about, don't you? Because you can't use your hips, unfortunately. Right, that's our first lower day done. I'll be back in Thursday for our upper 2 session. Pretty similar things. I think instead of normal comp bench, we've got an incline bench as the main it's not really a main movement anymore, is it? The first movement anyway. We're going to try and get good at incline bench. I went to my mate's house a little while ago, and I assumed I could do 100 kilo for 6 reps just straight away, and I got 2, and they were quite crap reps. So hopefully we can get the incline bench up to where I think it should be. We're a little bit weak this week. English language is great, isn't it? Weak this week, and it's 2 different words. Imagine trying to learn that if you're Spanish or whatever. So, yeah, we're weak this week. Hopefully by week 2, week 3, we're picking it back up and we can start pushing hard again. But yeah, I'm excited. New selection of exercises, a little bit of a change of pace. Not trying to do an heavy double, single or anything. My legs are going to be sore for the next few days because those squats really took it out of me, which they wouldn't have done if we were trained, but we're detrained a little bit, aren't we? So it'll come back, whatever. We'll see how we feel by Friday when we've got our second lower session. Anyway, thanks for coming. If you're not subscribed, consider it. It says something like 80% of you are watching and not subscribed. It'd mean a lot to me if you do, but I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't. Thanks for coming. See you Thursday.